Hey, how you doing? Welcome to Walk the Stage Jumpstart. We're going to go over a simple backlinking plan for your website. Basically, what a backlink is, if you don't know, is a vote. It's a vote from one website voting for another website. And the more backlinks you have, the higher you rank in the search engines. Now, I already went over the keyword research, and the keyword is what is going to trigger Google to recognize your site higher in the search engines based off of several factors, and we'll discuss that in another video. But the simplest way to get backlinks is to do it yourself. So here's what I am going to suggest that you do. Now, originally, when you get started off writing a blog post, you want to write one. I prefer to maximize the amount of work that I do. So when I actually write my blog posts for this backlinking strategy, I write a relatively decent size one. Now, they're easy to do, so when you see this word count, I don't want you to freak out and go, oh my god, I gotta write about that much. It's not exact. But the purpose is here just to show you an example. So first thing we want to do is write a 1,500 word article on your blog. This is your article. Okay, it goes to it's on your site, and then this is where your starting point is. Now you only have to write one a day. Now clearly this number is relative, if depending on your topic. Some people can write more than 1,500 words. Some people, based on your topic, may have to write less. That's alright, don't worry about it. What you're going to do now is take this 1,500 word article, and I want you to divide it up into 3 separate articles of 500 words each. Now this will all make sense to you in a second, and the reason you're going to do that is you want your article to have a basic template. You're going to have obviously your introduction, what is the article about, okay, for the whole article, and then you want to do, like for an example, we're going to do a company review. Let's just say we're doing our Amway company review that we did our keyword research on. So your entitled article is going to be about Amway, and you're going to do the pros of being an Amway distributor, the pros of being involved with this company. And then you want another section of your article to be the cons section. What is the bad things about it? And here's one that you can tackle. And my spelling is horrible. Just go ahead and let you know that now. And then you want to do compensation plan, just to explain how do people make money if they get involved in Amway. And then finally, how to get enrolled in it. And then lastly, how to get leads for it. This part right here is your call to action, and we'll explain that more as you get more involved in the Walk the Stage. But it's ultimately, this is where you want to get people into Walk the Stage Jumpstart. This section right here is where you want to put your backlink to your survey, so they click on that and fill it out, and you capture that lead, and that's what we're going to do in here. So right now you have a 1,500 word article divided into 5 separate sections. This section here is only going to be in your article, so it won't be a part of here. So now we have to break this down into, now we have 4 left. This here is going to be a little harder to separate, so now we have 3 separate 500 word articles. Okay, and that's how I came up with that wonderful number of 3. Now, what you want to do with this these 3 separate 5 different articles will all have a backlink to your site within them, within each 3 of these articles. And you want to take these 5 separate articles here, and you want to put them on 3 different Web 2.0 sites. Basically, what a Web 2.0 site is essentially a free blog. So we can go to let's go to WordPress.com for one. Let's go to Blogger.com for another. Let's go to Better Networker. Let's go to this one, and we'll do the same thing for all three of those. We can do the same thing for all three of those if you want. If you just have those sites, contact your coach, and he'll give you his preferred Web 2.0 sites to help you out with this selecting these. So what we did is turned one 1,500 word article into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 backlinks directly to your site. Okay, so that's that part. I'm going to go ahead and clear this out. So now we have our 1,500 word article, which we turn into 3 500 word articles, which we posted on our Web 2.0 sites. Okay, so those are all out there with the backlink. So I'm going to put backlink right here. You get the picture. Okay, so ultimately what we have now is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 articles ready to go. Okay? Now what I want you to do is take each one of these 3 500 word articles, and you're going to put them into a PowerPoint presentation. And this is actually very simple. If you don't have PowerPoint, get on, use Google Docs. It has a PowerPoint thing in there, and you can actually turn these into a video. If you don't have a screen capture thing software, try to look into getting something for free if you can. If not, if you're on a Mac, use ScreenFlow. If you're on a PC, use Camtasia. Those are both a little, like $100 each. But I recommend you just look for a free version when you're just first starting out. And what you're going to do is you're going to put each one of these 500 word articles into a separate video presentation or a separate PowerPoint presentation, and you're just going to flip through as you read each sentence. Once you finish that sentence, go to the next slide. Finish that sentence, go to the next slide. Finish that sentence, go to the next slide. Now what you have done is you have 3 videos. And I'll tell you what to do with those in a minute. Now what I want you to do is take each one of these 3 articles that you've already written, and I want you to save each 3 of them as a PDF. Now you have 10, 13, 16 pieces of content, an article, a video, and a PDF. So you've turned this one 1,500 word article into 16 individual pieces of content. This one right here is kind of optional because there's not a lot of people doing it, but I'll explain it to you in a little better in a separate video as you get more advanced into it. Save them all though. When you're doing this and you're writing these 3, make sure you save a copy as a PDF, so when you get that far into your training, I can knock that out and I'll show you how to take advantage of this. Alright, so you have 10 separate articles. I want you to do is get Stumble Upon, and a Dig account. And you're going to go in to each one of these sites, all 10 of these sites, and stumble and dig each individual article. So now what you have there is 10, 3, 6, 9, 10. You'll have 10 backlinks from Stumble. You'll have 10 backlinks from Dig. I want you to submit this video, these 3 individual videos, to YouTube, Vimeo, and Viddler. Now if you find some more of these, there's plenty of video sharing sites, so go for 10 but these 3 are your primary ones that you want to do. Then you need to stumble each 3 of those videos. So and dig each of those videos. So you have 3, that's another 3, so 3, 3, and 3. And you're going to stumble both of those times 2, giving you 6 backlinks. You'll be able to describe later how to put your backlink into the description, but ultimately what you want to do is check out my blog and put your domain name in there, http.yoursite.com, and then just a little description about what your video is inside the description box, and I'll give you another backlink. So now we have 20, let's see, 20, I'm going to add those up for this purpose of this, plus 6, it's 26, plus 6 is 2, is 32, plus 6 is 8, 38 backlinks to all of our content that we've created very easily. And all of this content, all 10 articles, well, all 9 of these, all 3 of the videos, and ultimately all 3 of your PDFs will all point at your website. Your website, by the basis through all of these keywords, is all now considered the primary source of research for all of this content. So that's what you want Google to see. Now, there's another way to get backlinks, and it's called blog commenting. Basically, what you want to do is go into Google, and then, man, my spelling is horrible today. Go to Google, and then do a blog search on your domain, or on the subject of your keyword or your niche. So if you're doing network marketing, do a keyword search for network marketing. Don't worry about this. We're not the Amway thing. We're not searching for that. You want to just network marketing. Now, when you've done the search, I want you to click on the left side of the bar, and you'll see it says blogs. It'll say news and everything, etc., 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 and one of those will be blogs. And you want to click on that, and then those blogs, go to those, read the content, and then put a backlink in there. And when it says name, email, and website, put your real name in here, because it's going to get approved. If you put your keyword Amway review, the site owners won't approve your, and then eventually they're going to it's going to come up as spam, and then your comments are going to get blocked or just end up in somebody's spam folder, and they're not going to read them. So, and then your backlink's not going to count. It's not going to work. So don't do that. Just put your name. Put your name. So mine, and that will give you another backlink to your site. Sure, you won't get the anchor text out of it. I think honestly by now Google's pretty smart enough to know that how this comment system works within WordPress or the other websites, and can pick out that anchor text. So it's just a lot easier and more of a stable way to get a vote for your site by putting it in here properly and just putting your name in there, and don't worry about all the spam techniques that you hear about. And finally, there is a service called TribePro. Now, TribePro costs some money, and to do that, to use it, you actually have to have an OnlyWire account too. But I'm going to show you this anyway, because I feel I'd be remiss if I didn't. What TribePro does is, let's say I have my 500 word article, and then, or my 1500 word article, I'm sorry, and then I have 500 word articles spread across all 3 sites, just like we outlined before. Now I go into TribePro, and then I also have my videos, just assuming that you're only doing 3, and when you get there, your PDFs, just assuming you're doing 3. What TribePro does is it's a social sharing of each other's blog posts via StumbleUpon, Dig, and like 30 plus other social bookmarking sites. And you get in there and you syndicate other people's stuff, and in return they syndicate yours. Now, mine is set up so right now I'm getting an average, every time I put in there, I'm getting 2,200 backlinks just from putting in my blog post. So I got 2,200 backlinks from my blog post, 2,200 for all of these. All the way down. So 22 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16 times 2, 12, 32, and a couple zeros. That's how many backlinks I get when I use this strategy. Because I use TriPro and I pay a little bit more money. Now clearly you want to do that when you can afford it. Don't jump in there and spend money you don't have. I think the basic membership for TriPro is like $39, and then you're going to pay another $60 for only Wire to make sure that you're auto syndicating correctly. But my average blog post that I maximize using in this method brings me that many backlinks, and I can do that all once a day. It's too easy. Okay, so try out that, use that system, get with your coach if you don't understand something, a concept or whatever. They will send a message to me one way or another, and I'll cut another video answering your questions. Thank you.